Hey everybody, it's Saturday about mid-afternoon. This is my only day off for the week, so this is going to be a pretty short video. Just kind of doing some small things in the garage. There's a few things left to do in the front to button it up, and then we're going to flip the Jeep around and start removing the transfer case to rebuild that and start doing the rear axle. My Detroit 2-track locker and rear end cover should be in within a couple weeks. I gave him a call to see what was going on with that. I got all the parts for that. Things are going along pretty smoothly. Kind of hit and miss. I really want to do my trip this summer, but I got fucking hooped in the ass by huge income tax payment I had to make, and then my battery went to my BMW, so that was another $250 on top of that for a battery, and it's going to be pretty tight in order to make this trip because I still got to buy a few parts for the Jeep. So even if I don't make the trip, I am still going to take another trip like in the same time, just not as far. But anyways, let's get started on today's video. I'm going to put the windshield light brackets on and start putting on the KC lights, and then next week I'll probably finish that off. So let's go fucking do something.
Yeah, it's fucking cold outside too. Minus 13 feels like minus 21, and I'm outside changing a battery in the fucking BMW.
So I got my light guards put back on, cleaned them up, repainted them. Now I'm just priming up my brackets for my Novak transfer case shifter. All you Jeep owners probably complain that the linkage on the four-wheel drive shifter is this shit. So I bought the Novak cable shifter, so I'm just painting the brackets up. They come painted black, but of course everything in Canada is a little harder on things because everything likes to corrode because we salt the shit out of our roads. So I'm painting them. Gonna put a coating on them. Gonna install these later on. Just brought some things into the garage. I'm gonna start working on. I got a transmission gauge. I got an old school clock I'm gonna put in, and I fucked up and ordered a vacuum gauge that's too big. But we're going to get that sorted out. There's my light brackets all painted, ready to go in. My lights. This is something I bought I thought would be pretty cool. Yeah, this is a grease kit here because with the ball joints and my drive axle, needs these needle valves here, are these needles to grease them up. So I thought it was a super needle one right here, but I bought one of those and it didn't work, so it's these ones. So I'm just going to try that out, see how well that works. It's always good to have this kit. Like, shop around for the prices, because at work I looked in the catalog, and when I was looking for something, I stumbled across this kit in the catalog, and they wanted like 150 bucks for it. And I got this off eBay. I think it was like $40 with shipping. It was like crazy. Always shop around for the best price, I'm telling you. Got the light bracket installed, and the paint pretty much matches dead on, except the paint for the light bracket has a little bit more metallic flake in it than the Patriot Blue does on the Jeep, but matches pretty good. I know a lot of you guys have been following my channel for the Jeep for a while. There's another guy that is restoring a Jeep YJ, and he is Dave from Redneck's Garage. He's been following my channel for a little while, and I've been watching his videos. He's kind of doing the same thing I'm doing, but on an older Jeep. So if you want to check out his channel as well, I'm going to post a link below so you can check him out. Pretty good guy. I get a kick out of him because he's from Tennessee, I believe, and he starts talking about, oh, it's too cold to go outside and work. But this past week it was minus 27 outside, and I'm changing a battery in my Beamer outside, and he's like complaining about too cold to work and there's no snow on the ground and you can't even see your breath. But anyways, go check out his channel. He's a pretty good guy. He's clean cut. He doesn't have all the vulgar language that I got. But anyways, let's get back to work and do something. So I notched the hood too, so the cables don't get pinched. I'll probably get some hose or something to put in there to help chafe it on the wires there. But I also noticed, as I was expecting my hoses, on the bottom of the hose is a deep gouge in there from rubbing on top of the coil packs. So I'm going to have to replace that hose as well and close the hood back up. Yeah, that's about as far as I got today, just mounting those, and I get a bunch of shit hopefully next weekend to do. That'll tie up some loose ends in the front. Alright, I'm going to end my weekend video. Like I said, it's really short. I only had not even one day off because I was on night shift, and I'm back to work tomorrow. So I only came out in the garage for like 3-4 hours, started mounting the lights, and had a guy come over because I sold my subs and amp out of my Beamer, those shitty subs and amps I installed a long time ago, so I sold them to him. And he's actually working on a Jeep project as well. He's got a 1999 Jeep TJ, and what he did is that the motor was blowing, and he swapped an engine, transmission, all that out of Dakota. I'm not sure what year it is, but a V6. And he said the computer and everything plugged into the wiring harness on the Jeep, but he's having problems getting his gauges and that to work, and a few other issues, so it's been a little bit of an issue for him. He said the transfer case too, because he used the one on the Jeep, and he had to change out one of the splines so it mates up to the transmission or something. Anyways, we got to talking about Jeeps and this and that, and he was building it for his son, and his son really likes it. But I thought the V6 swap was pretty darn decent, because he had a 4-cylinder in it before and it ended up blowing. But besides for that, it's beer time. So next weekend I hope to get the lights wired in. I got a special switch that replaces one of the vents, and it's like a dual rocker switch. I'm going to hook up both my lights to that. Still having an argument with myself on where I want to put the aux locker shifter. If I want to put it near the transfer case shifter or put it between the seat and the door. It's kind of a big debate on that. Kind of been like under the Jeep, in the Jeep, under the Jeep, in the Jeep, trying to like figure out where I wanted to put it and this and that. So kind of fighting with that. And once that's done, I got to replace the sway bar bushings in the front, and everything I believe in the front is finished. So it's just a matter of turning the Jeep around in the garage and start ripping out the transfer case and start rebuilding the rear end, and then getting close to the end. There'll be a whole bunch of other small videos. Oh, excuse me, beer burps. There's going to be a whole bunch of other videos like once the rear end that's done too, because I'm going to put a new starter in it. Going to replace the water pump. The alternator, I'm going to swap that out because I got another one I want to check, make sure that works. So be like little maintenance videos and that. And there's so much shit left to do in this Jeep. I ordered super bright LEDs for the dash because I'm going to change all my dash lights to blue. And I got those aftermarket gauges to install. And who knows what's going to happen. As I keep going, I keep fucking thinking, okay, I'm going to cut the Jeep off at this. And all of a sudden, I start looking around at stuff and I find more cool shit. And I'm like, man, I should just add that on there. I'm at this stage. And why don't I just do that right now? And it just keeps adding up and adding up and adding up. Rebuilding both axles, the transfer case, the lights, all the little odds and ends are probably going to run me probably between $5,000 and $8,000, I bet you, to do all the rest of that shit that I'm doing on now. At least I haven't been keeping track. I've just been buying shit. So, anyways, it's beer time. If you have any questions or comments, post them below. Otherwise, thanks for watching.